Hello and welcome to my Elite Dangerous, not my adventures, from scratch series. I always have to remember I got two series going at the same time. We'll use my adventures for cargo missions and for tritium dashing. And we'll use from scratch for our collecting raw materials. Yeah, with Epic Games giving away Elite Dangerous a few weeks ago, boy, that has really changed the hitting records of views per day. Where we were over 100 per day, we're getting like 3.5 times that amount right now. So we appreciate all the new viewers. Now most of it's to our older videos and with from scratch in the beginning videos. Well, we're having all kinds of tracking problems. SysView, it's kind of a mess. Looking forward to my Reverb G2. Oh, this thing's a mess.
Incoming message.
I mean, I'm sitting in a chair and I'm not moving or going anywhere, and it still loses tracking. Kind of a mess. It's the Oculus Rift S. I can't wait for my Reverb G2 HP. But right now, we need to collect materials. It's all about the material gathering. And this game is about grinding. If you can't grind, it's hard to really get where you might want to get to.
Incoming message.
Since I'm an on-call technician, I just have the type of job that I can play a little bit, work a little bit, play, work, just kind of go back and forth. And I can grind. please look to the lower right hand corner of the video and press that subscribe button. That'll help us out with YouTube. YouTube has excessive requirements, and one is we have to have 1,000 subscribers. After 10 months and over 1,240 videos, we have less than 200. Almost 200, but still less than 200. And subscribing is free. It doesn't cost you anything. YouTube allows you, as the viewer, to subscribe to up to 2,000 channels. And we just need one of those. So that's all you could subscribe to us anyway. It's one. It's free. Did I mention it was free? Yeah, it's free. Most people act like it's extremely expensive to subscribe to someone. So we need more subscribers. In the description below the video, you'll see ways to donate. Join our Patreon. And through our Patreon, you can find the other sites that we're experimenting with that are YouTube-like, that don't have the extreme requirements, but they're real slow in analyzing your videos, so they're monetized. So I've only put a few out there so far as of the recording of this video. I'm kind of waiting for all of the issues to go away. There's lots of issues. But hopefully, eventually, that works out. So we'll see. There definitely needs to be some competition in the video streaming arena. And underneath the video in the description, you also find ways to locate the fleet carrier.
Incoming message.
So if you can come across tritium, you can add tritium to our fuel tank. And that helps us out too. Now from time to time, I find the tritium dash, or create a tritium dash video, where we find tritium for less than 5,000 credits per unit. So we'll top off with that. Check out those videos. After we finish loading up here at Dav's Hope, we'll probably go to the crater and try to load some raw materials. Just the headset. Checking things, make sure all is okay.
Incoming message.
Those high density composites are about to fill up. Get closer. Since we're only upgrading a single ship, it doesn't take as much materials as it did with my adventurers. We do purchase additional modules and upgrade those and keep those on hand. And might use those in the future. My guess is eventually we'll could have 2 pythons and a vulture. Vulture for combat. Start out with resource extraction sites that are low. That means they're at or under your rank. The regular ones don't have a distinction, and those are at your rank or just slightly above your rank. And the high is where everyone is above your rank. And hazardous means that you don't get as much help from security forces. You kind of have to do it on your own. I usually do regular, but we'll start out with low on our from scratch because we'll be starting out with no experience or no ranking.
Incoming message.
Only one more high density composite and we'll fill that up. As you can probably tell, Frontier ran a discount on paint jobs, and I was able to get the cobalt color on the from scratch Python. High densities just filled. Now that's the only material that has filled so far after we've been to the material trader and moved some materials to a higher grade. There's several others that are getting closer to filling, but there's many that are far away.
Incoming message. Incoming message.
That one's full. Those gray boxes, before we click on them, if they don't have a point on the corners, that will mean they're full. See, these are not full, that's why they have points on those gray corners. And you see there, the high densities are, the points are already gone. You see the points are gone on the gray square, so there's no point in trying to pick it up. And that's a grade 3 on those high density composites.
Incoming message.
It helps, but not as much as a grade 4. And we don't pick up grade 5s out here. You have to usually trade for those or find them in other means, like through cargo missions as a reward, or you can find them in certain places, certain activities. But I usually just trade for the grade 5s. Now the material traders are, you kind of get ripped off with those. It's like 6 to 1s on the same grade. So Frontier's trying to force you into collecting those the way they want you to collect them. Again, they're always saying their ultimate goal is for the players to play the way they want to, and they don't mean that. Because the game forces you to do things in a certain way. So some people just like talking out of both ends.
Incoming message.
And that's kind of Frontier's deal. They like talking out of both ends. So. They say one thing and do another. Well, they're not the best game management company. They have some talented developers that can produce some really nice features, but their management's pretty bad. Decision makers are pretty bad. That's why most people on the forum say Frontier don't play the game. They just write it, they don't play it. If they played it, there would be a whole lot of positive changes to the game. But I think it's management. I think management has a dictatorial way of doing things. They're going to do it. You're going to do it their way or not at all, or go away. Kind of their attitude.
Incoming message.
So as you can tell, I'm not a fan of Frontier of their management. I think Hello Games, that does No Man's Sky, are much better in game management than Frontier. Okay, well, this will probably be our last round. I need to edit some videos. I'll come back in a little bit and probably play some more. An unusual encrypted files filled up on the encoded. So that's good. So I appreciate you coming along, find ways to help the channel. So until next time, thank you for watching. Goodbye.